Yo, what happened to 6ix9ine? I'm not trying to be that guy. I'm not trying to rice gum anyone, but where's he been? Not that I need to see him again. I'm fine. I'm doing very
Hi,
fine
Johnny.
without
I
seeing
love
him.
your streams.
Well, I'll answer that for you, Johnny Gilbert. Hi, Jordan here, and today I will be talking about the toxic relationship between 6ix9ine and Yailin, and a little bit of Anuel. But before I do that, let's start from the beginning. So, who is Yailin la más viral? She's a young star who had little viral videos in Dominican Republic. That's why she calls herself Yailin la más viral, meaning the most viral. I never knew who she was until she was spotted with one of my favorite artists, that being Anuel AA. When Anuel and Yailin first started dating, they both kept getting a great amount of hate. That being the reason because she was a major downgrade from Karol G, which I think is just dumb. You shouldn't ever hate on someone just because their ex was better looking than the new one. Despite the hate, Anuela and Yailin were still happy together. They even got married. But unfortunately, months later, they were divorced. And surprisingly, Yailin was pregnant the whole time. So even after the relationship, Anuel still supported her while she was at the hospital giving birth to their daughter Catalea. They were both at the hospital. They both shared stories of the hospital and they shared their daughter, but they kept her face anonymous for safety reasons. Remember this information because later on it comes back and it hits hard for both of them and for 6ix9ine. Months and months go by, and 6ix9ine comes back to music and media, drops a few good songs, no beefing with any rappers this time, and still did crazy numbers. Me personally, as a 6ix9ine fan, I was very happy and in shock because when he came back, this time he came back in a Spanish way. Weeks pass by, and 6ix9ine comes back with his third album called Leyenda Viva, which means living legend. And by the way, he had to drop that Spanish album because back in 2020 or 2019, when he was still in prison, he signed a record deal for 15 millions for two albums. One of those albums being Tattletales back in 2020, selling 155K first week while being blacklisted. And the second album had to be in Spanish, that being in 2023, Leyenda Viva. Around the time of the album, 6ix9ine and Yailin were beginning to be spotted in public together, but they both kept denying it. But then 6ix9ine uploads a story on his Instagram showing him gifting Yailin a Mercedes-Benz truck. And that basically confirms that they have been together the whole time. And to add to it, Yailin was part of the Leyenda Viva album, and the song on the album was actually pretty big. Everyone was talking about it, and it was actually a good song. I liked it. Everything was good, nothing bad was happening, but everyone kept thinking that 6ix9ine was only being with Yailin to make Anuel jealous because they had their own little beef, but that's for another video. Because it's literally his baby mama. Me personally, I think 6ix9ine would have never known who Yailin was if it wasn't for Anuel. So I'm pretty sure he's just doing all this to get back at him for stuff. For weeks pass by, and Anuel makes a post on his Instagram page just showing slides of things he's grateful for and happy. And in one of the last slides, he shows a picture of his daughter Catalea, but showing her face this time. And that post made 6ix9ine in inflamed. He was infused. He was angry, even though it isn't his daughter. 6ix9ine got mad because he was with Yailin, and Yailin wasn't ready to show off her daughter's face yet. He was really mad, writing a huge paragraph under Anuel's post, calling him a rat, knowing Yailin wasn't ready yet. Then days later, Anuel starts dissing 6ix9ine on his story, and then 6ix9ine also starts dissing him on his story. They're going back and forth dissing each other for like 2 days straight. Keep in mind, these two used to be best friends in 2018 to 2020, but that's a whole other topic for another video. Then they go on for 2 days literally. 6ix9ine challenges Anuel to a 1v1 in real life, no cameras, no media, no nothing. Anuel doesn't respond and he says he's done speaking on the top, but the story doesn't end here at all. Goes his way, 6ix9ine and Yailin go theirs. Then months later, pictures started coming out of Yailin allegedly hurt by 6ix9ine, and everyone went wild, calling him names I won't say because they're false. And everyone likes to go with the here without real proof. So what happened? Well, days later, 6ix9ine posts videos of Yailin having major manic episodes, damaging expensive cars, and even physically hurting 6ix9ine multiple times. All on video. Everyone literally ignored it because they hate when 6ix9ine is correct. Yailin gets arrested for violence and destruction of property and spends the night in jail. But guess who bails her out the very next morning? 6ix9ine. And those photos of Yailin allegedly hurt, 6ix9ine said they were fake and edited. And me personally, I believe it because if you look at them, you zoom in, you can tell they're like horrible editing AI vibes, and it doesn't look real. And during this time, Anuel was beefing with an old head named Arcangel, and they were just shooting diss tracks back and forth. Why did I bring this up? Well, in Arcanja's diss track, he tells Anuel, "Don't you see that you have a snitch raising your daughter?" But in the second diss track, he says, 6ix9ine can die. I don't have sympathy for that snitch. And ad libs in the background, just the word snitch. So yeah, he attacked 6ix9ine twice, with also attacking many other artists. 6ix9ine didn't notice these or just didn't care since he knew nothing would happen. Anyways, between Anuel and Yailin and 6ix9ine, everything goes silent. And I was like, okay, that's all finally done. 6ix9ine left Yailin. Anuel's doing his own thing over there with music. I thought it was over. But no, Yailin drops a new song that shows 6ix9ine helped direct. So yeah, they're still together. And time passes by. Time keeps passing by. 6ix9ine gets a statue of him in Cuba, which was later broken down by some wannabes. And 6ix9ine and Yailin only got back together because they wanted to spend the last holiday and holidays like Christmas, New Year's together. And that was it. But then a month later, in January 2024, Yailin posts a story saying she's single. 6ix9ine posts stories of her having more and more manic episodes, saying she needs help, and 6ix9ine showed messages saying she only ended things with him over one little thing, and it was that Yailin called them on the phone, and he missed the call, and just from there she told him that they're done, and then they just broke up. But then 6ix9ine deactivates his Instagram, but it was only to promote his new EP that came out this month in January. I'm not gonna say anything about it because it's not the topic for this video, but maybe another one because I have a lot to say about that EP. Anyways, then everyone thought this was good. 6ix9ine's back to music. Yailin is gone, but then 6ix9ine posts a video of him and Yailin back together again around some pool or something. Like I'm just literally done with them. But just whatever. That's their toxic problem. Some people like that, but I really don't care. I became a fan for the music, not for girl beef, and that happened weeks ago. So why am I making a video on it now? Well, there's two reasons. One, I wanted to speak on their whole situation because no one in the English industry speaks on it. It's only on the Latin because a lot of people can't understand it, so no one talks about it over here. So I'm here to translate it for all of you. So please like the video. I worked hard on this. Um, but for the main reason, the second reason, was because a couple days ago, 6ix9ine was arrested for a new charge. That's just insane. So allegedly, Yailin's mom was the one who called the cops on 6ix9ine because he was hurting her daughter, and allegedly she was on the ground. But who knows what really happened? All I know is that 6ix9ine was arrested again, and here's a mugshot. It looks dope, but it's kind of sad. Like this is his 10th mugshot since 2018. Bro cannot stay out of jail. Oh, and while I'm recording this, more videos are coming out of Yailin's mom at the court saying, protesting or whatever, talking to the news, saying that she wants him in prison for at least 1 year. And it's weird because in one video, her mom is standing up straight, walking perfectly, but in like the next day, another video, she's allegedly in a wheelchair for who knows what dumb reason. And as I'm recording this, my friend 69 News posts saying that 6ix9ine's next court date will be in March. So I don't know if he'll remain in jail in the meantime or yeah. I hope he gets out because I hope he gets out and learns that she's just a dread. My mom showed me a weird theory saying that Yailin is only hurting 6ix9ine because she still loves Anuel and wants to hurt 6ix9ine in favor of him. I think that's just super silly because she literally hates Anuel too. She literally goes live talking about how he does nothing for her daughter and just for the people in general who is wondering where has 6ix9ine been and what's he been doing instead of making music. So yeah, that's all. Please like the video because I took a while writing this script in general, and then I'm about to edit this video and that's gonna take a while. I'm trying to get it out by Friday or Saturday. So when you're seeing this, I hope I got it right. I worked hard on this video. This is my first commentary type video. I usually do gaming type videos, but I like this type of commentary type video. I'm probably gonna be doing more like this if I like it and if this does good. Share the video with anyone you can, or anyone who cares on the 6ix9ine topic or any of that music stuff. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye. Oh, real quick, my Instagram is Jordan, but Jordan is wanted on everything. Yeah. Shout out to Twisted World.